What are your favorite things about the bride?
My favorite things are that we like to do things together. We like to go on adventures. She's always willing to go out and, go hiking or just go exploring.
What are your favorite things about Dan?
Dan is adventurous and he is extremely supportive and he makes me a better person. And he's extremely wonderful to be around and he's extremely helpful. Yeah, there's a lot of things.
How did you guys meet?
On Tinder.
We met on Tinder. We lived 100 miles away, and the first thing she said to me was, "I'm 99 miles too far away," which is just a classic line, and that is. So just
What was your first impression of Ilana?
my first impression was I was surprised that she drove all the way up to come see me, but I was very excited that she did. It was getting time for me to go on a long trip to Colombia with a friend of mine, and it was great that she came before because we ended up speaking the whole time while I was in Colombia.
What's the most memorable date you guys have had?
Well, I would consider us camping in Chincoteague very memorable. We spent the entire evening without any sort of connection to the outside world, and we watched the stars. That was the most visible the stars had ever been, and there was no one around us, so it was very nice.
Okay. What was the most memorable date you've ever had?
Ooh, there's a lot of memorable dates that we've had. Would going to Guatemala be considered a date? That's pretty memorable.
Okay. What is what quality do you most admire about Ilana?
Quality I most admire about Ilana is how caring she is.
What quality do you most admire about Dan?
He's very passionate, so he's a dreamer, and he always pursues what he's most passionate about, and he goes at it full force without, any hesitation.
How will you feel when the wedding planning is all over?
Very happy.
I will be extremely excited. We will be on a flight on the way to the Galapagos, so can't really get less excited about that.
Okay. What are your greatest strengths as a couple?
Our greatest strengths as a couple are definitely not cleaning. That would probably be our greatest weakness. Our greatest strength would be, I think our greatest strength as a couple is that we're always there for each other and willing to take on any task.
Okay.
I think we're very understanding of each other, and we have a lot in common. I think we want the same things out of life, and we do what it takes to get there, and we push each other to be better.
What's the most important thing you've learned from one another?
That I've learned from him, being on time.
What's the most important thing you've learned from one another?
I've learned how to be more caring towards other people. She's probably learned how to be on time more.
And this is the last question. Do you have a message for the bride before you get married?
I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Aww. Do you have a message for Dan before you get married?
Yes. So, I love you, and I can't wait to marry you, and I'm so ready for this wedding planning to be over so we can just be married for the rest of our lives. And I hope you always stay the same bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and happy man in the next however long we're alive. I love you.